Salute, salute. The streets are buzzing. What's good, Knicks Nation? Smash the like button. Ready to get into it. Another game to chop up tonight. Great game for the New York Knicks. Stand up. Close out the preseason strong. Knicks Nation, we out here. It's going to be a fun show. As the chat comes through, salute to everyone out here. Salute Replay Gang. And a fun game tonight. The Knicks put the beat down on the Washington Wizards, a team that the Knicks, were looked at as maybe inferior of, earlier in the off season. Some people felt like the Wizards are a team where the Knicks would jockey throughout the season with, but tonight the starters again showed up. Salute to all the starters tonight, and we're gonna lot to talk about. A fun game, just a fun game, and a beautiful performance from Mitchell Robinson. Beasted and feasted, in the words of Clyde. Salute Kaiser Soze. Salute, salute, salute Geraldine. How you feeling out here today? Tonight? I'm feeling good. The New York Knicks pick up the win, big win, 105-89 at the Garden, and close out the preseason strong. Just like you would want them to with this situation. There you see better together. The starting unit showed up tonight. And number 23, Mitchell Robinson, man, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Man, I don't want to jinx it, but I did make the bold prediction Mitchell Robinson could be in the all-defensive conversation this season. And he has looked probably the most consistent player this preseason, man. So salute to Mitch, money making Mitch, signed the contract, and he looks like a man motivated out there to dominate, and dominate he did tonight. Man, he was a handful for the Wizards. Taj Gibson tried his best. Daniel Gafford tried. But man, we're going to chop it up tonight. 12 boards, 20 points. Man, he's in mid-season form. It's Mitchell Robinson, as the starters are, ready for opening night in 4 days from now at Memphis. Look out. The Knicks are ready. The starting unit's ready. Now, we're going to talk about the bench a lot tonight and what we saw, but resoundingly positive tonight. Salute Geraldine. Let's get it. Prometheus, starters, last year's bench. So far, that's what it looks like. Fam, Tariq in the house. What's good, fam? I know your boy Mitch showed out tonight. You got plenty to get off your chest. And a salute. Absolutely, man. Mitchell Robinson beasting and feasting. And basically, it caps off a very, very solid preseason for the New York Knicks, 3-1. The starters, yeah, there's some concerns with the bench at the moment. But if I'd told you, and we had chopped this up before the preseason began, that the starters would look like they are, I mean, most of the Knick Nation would take that. I think would take that. The fact that they look so comfortable together and are gelling as well. The ball's moving. Well, we'll talk about Julius, obviously. But tonight, Mitchell Robinson gets his flowers, and Jalen Brunson gets his flowers. We'll be giving out grades. There'll be plenty of grades given out tonight. Paul, salute. Give Mitch the rock. Right. Facts. Yep, say that again. Mitchell Robinson needs the ball more, and they look for him tonight as well. He feasted. I love it. If Mitch keeps playing like that, we will surprise some teams, man. Shock some teams. RJ Barrett's going to be over 20 points per game this season, Kaiser. Yep, I feel you on that. Absolutely, man. Consistency. That's what you want to see. I mean, the starting five are the starting five for a reason. They're your best unit. They're supposed to get you out, strong at the start of the game. They're supposed to get you off in the second half strong, and that they have done, thus far this preseason. And I'm very comfortable with my 45 win projection now. Not going to change nothing. They can exceed that. They could fall short of that. But I've seen, I've seen a pleasant surprise in terms of how quick they've gelled this preseason. I thought it would take a little bit longer than that. But of course, it is preseason. The Knicks are going to face their biggest test 4 nights from now in Memphis against Ja Morant, a team in the West that's predicted to be like top 3. A lot of people are predicting the Memphis Grizzlies to be top 3 in the West. So, it's going to be a great test to get out for the season. And this Knicks squad is ready. The starting unit looks ready there. I thought, Evan Fournier gelled pretty well tonight. He looked probably the best he's looked, with the starting unit, thus far. Of course, Quentin Grimes got his first preseason action as well. Looks solid. Looks solid. Didn't change the game at all, but fit in nicely. Had some nice plays. That drive and assist to Mitch under the bucket are the kind of plays that Quentin Grimes will give you. Yep, I'm loving it, fam. Loving it. Yep, the streets are certainly buzzing tonight. And just a nice cap off for this preseason 2022-2023. 4 games is plenty enough. Let's let the games begin. Let's get into it on next week in Memphis and show the league that this team is going to be tough to beat out there. Winning games on the road is going to be critical. But from what we've seen, fam, the 3 wins at MSG, we heard Brian Windhorst talk about it earlier this week. The Knicks are going to be tough at home at MSG with a point guard, Jalen Brunson, who knows the surroundings. He's built for this. He's tough. He's rough. He's the key to unlock this thing, and he's made this team a whole lot better to watch. First and foremost, that's for sure. And I'm sure for his teammates, they're loving playing with him right now. Loving playing, with a proper point guard. With that, now Tariq says, "Can you believe some fans wanted to trade Mitch? Can you believe some wanted to start Sims or Hart? Can you believe some didn't want Mitch to get the bag? Insane in the membrane." Facts, Tariq. A salute. Salute to the hard work Mitch has put in too, fam. Technically he was, a dude who broke the curse, in Charlie Ward curse in terms of re-signing. Homegrown Mitch was drafted by the Knicks, re-signed by the Knicks, coming into his 4th year now, ready to ball out. I'm excited for this season. The best offensive rebounder in the game, bar none, and he's a beast. Well, he plays tough. He plays through pain as well. Just some of those plays had me out of my seat. Like, I mean, he's tough to move when he's under the bucket. 7'1", long wingspan. I mean, he was a handful. Gafford, Taj Gibson, we know they're tough, but salute Mitch Robb, man. He was a beast on the glass tonight as well. 20 points, 12 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals, stuffing the stat sheet. Mitchell Robinson, stand up, A plus 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 tonight. Couldn't give him anything else more. First upgrade, A plus 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 for Mitch, tonight. Like I said, mid-season form, if anything, Mitch would be like a dude who you might think might need a bit of a warm-up, 10, 15, 20 games to look his best. But he's looked the best player probably, evenly with Jalen Brunson this whole preseason, right? He's been doing his thing, and a salute to him, salute to the chat as well, the believers out here that stuck with Mitch, and big upped him as well. And he's proven a lot of people wrong. He's proven some doubters wrong right now. If he can string this kind of performance together on a regular basis, then he's going to be one of the best big men in the league right now. And he's doing all of this without really any offensive moves as well. We'll talk about his free throw shooting again tonight when we pull up the box score. But yeah, first grade goes out to Mitch. Got to give him his flowers. Got to give him his A plus tonight. The issue was that some focused on what Mitch is not so great at and also forgot what he's elite at, right? This is how people fell asleep at the wheel, right? On point, Tariq. Facts with that. Yeah, we have a tendency to only focus on what players can't do yet, but forget about what they do great as well. And I always say this, you don't really need players to be good at all these different things. You need players to be great at a few things. Well, and then you fit all those pieces together. People that are great at certain things and they all gel together to form Voltron, in the words of Jay Boog, Voltron. And when dudes are great at certain things, you mesh them all together and you got something with that, right? And the Knicks have got something with Mitch. He's the anchor of our D. He's tough on the glass as well. And I predicted he'd have his best offensive season of his career this season coming up. JB opens up the lanes. Um, he gets penetration. The ball moves better than that as well, and he looks for Mitch as well. You saw it tonight, fam, with that. Jalen Brunson, got to give him his flowers, man. Probably his best game. I mean, that's saying a lot because he's been solid. But man, did he stuff the stat sheet? 27 points, 5 assists, 4 boards as well. Talking about double double, triple double threats. Well, JB tonight, you know, we talked about JB's impact, scoring wise, but and playmaking. But he rebounds pretty well for an undersized guard. Does JB? He plays tough. He makes the defense respect him. He can draw fouls with the best of them. Well, and what's really impressed me, and I got to give him his flowers for this, but defensively, we look nothing like as weak as we were with Kemba, with these other point guards as well. JB's more than held his own, defensively as well. So for any concern that, he might be a liability on the defensive side, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that so far as well. Obviously, there'll be bigger tests against Ja Morant and that, but I get that Brunson is short, 6'1", but he's tough and he's strong. He's built tough as well. But yeah, our defense looks pretty solid, tonight. Right. Yep. Facts, Tariq. Key word is elite. Right. Yep. Elite at. Yep. Salute for highlighting that as well. Yep. The Knicks haven't had too many players, fam, elite at something, let alone anything. But to say we got a player that's elite at a certain thing, shot blocking, rebounding as well. We got something with that. We got a great piece for the future as well. Great age, locked up for $15 million. I mean, he can easily outplay that contract. If not, he's already outplaying that for that kind of production, tonight. Right. He took the game ball, no doubts about it. Mitchell Robertson has the streets buzzing as well. Smash the like button and salute Mitch, right? Knicks 2026 champs. What's in the house? What's good? Mitch has raised his game. Been very impressed with this preseason, right? Yep. You and me both, and the chat, Knicks Nation both. Yep. Like I said, man, I thought it would take maybe 10, 15, or 20 games for Mitch to warm up to this thing, but man, he looks the real deal, right? He showed them up tonight. He was a man amongst boys tonight, was Mitch Robb, right? He deserves everything tonight, all the attention, all the flowers as well. I mean, look at that stat sheet. Don't get no better than that. 20, 12, 2 and 2. Well, impacting the game too in so many ways that the box score didn't show. It was highlighted by Clyde and Cohen. How many times the Washington guards and that tried to go into the paint only to pull the ball back out because of the block nest monster. Brunson overpaid? What? Can't shoot threes. He's too little, not athletic. How's he looking so far? Mike Tyson once said famously, everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth. Facts. Yep. Definitely, fam. You hit it with that, man. Bill Daughtry, my man, told me that quote again recently as well. And it's absolutely poignant with this situation with Brunson. Truth is, the people that know knew. If you know, you know. And JB was doing it in the playoffs, right? What more could you want? You know, to me, any doubters over JB should have been put to sleep after the playoff series he had, right? Western Conference Finals playoff battles. It don't get no peak than that in terms of the NBA and the level of competition. And JB thrived in that environment. The key word thrived in that environment. And he comes over to the Mecca now, brings experience, brings toughness, brought leadership so far. He brought respect as well, respect from the teammates, respect from the opponents as well. There's plenty of guards around the league that respect Jalen Brunson for what he brings, and he's making even the doubters take notice now with this preseason. Again, all the flowers for tonight to JB, 27 points, 5 assists, 4 boards as well, right? For a 6'1" guard, I mean, he's a baller. There's no other ways to say it, right? He can bowl, and he's making the doubters look stupid. Sublime, what's good, fam? Love the ESPN types that insisted Mitch had to be moved because he didn't shoot threes, as if that's the only skill set that matters, right? I'm loving that, fam. Like you said, yep. Some people just can't see. They only see what they want to see, like selective viewing, selective hearing kind of thing. Well, but the truth is, how many of these guys really watch all of the Knicks games? Let's be honest. We watch 48 minutes of all the Knicks games. Most of these experts watch, I don't know, maybe a 2-minute highlight package, if that, you know. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to the details. And Mitchell Robinson always impacted the game beyond the scoreboard, right? It's just now he's starting to stuff the scoreboard more and the stat sheet with that, right? As Tariq says, right? You got to form your own opinion, Knicks Nation fans as well. We watch all the games, like I said. We know what we're seeing out there as well. Yep. I don't feel like it was really an overpay at all. Yep. And that's what happens. Some fans parrot what ESPN say, and they get egg all over their face. Right. Yep. Salute Michael Fotis, Goliath. Right. He absolutely looked like a Goliath tonight. A man among boys in this NBA. No boys allowed. Well, he schooled Taj Gibson, and he schooled Daniel Gafford as well, another young center as well. Put him in his place with that. Yep. Put Spider in the spin cycle, right, in the West. That was enough for me. Yep. You paid attention, I know, Tariq, as well. Right. You had to stand up, pay attention. Yep. Ruggs 89, salute. What's good, New York? Stand up. As critical as I am of Fournier, he had a hell of a game. Defensively, his lateral movement was surprisingly good. He got caught being over aggressive at times, and I can live with that. Let's go, Knicks. Ruggs, yeah, I agree. Great point you made. And I said at the top of the show, Evan Fournier looked the most comfortable in that starting unit than I've seen. Well, and that's a big credit to Jalen Brunson and Mitch as well, for holding it down. Yep. Evan Fournier just got to play his role, be complimentary, basically. I can't state that word enough. Complementary is Evan Fournier. Be there ready to shoot. Just don't be a liability defensively. Try to stay in front of your man. Close out well. Drive and dribble, drive and assist. Like he can. He can play make as well. I like that little runner off the glass that Evan had. He helps us get out of the gate well as well. If we're struggling, he can hit a few shots as well. To me, the perfect Evan Fournier is just playing his role, but the minutes distribution, not too many minutes. Well, Quentin Grimes will ease his way in, but yeah, Evan Fournier is a vital piece for this team. If they're trying to make the playoffs, that's for sure. How we use him moving forward is still going to be up for debate. But what's not up for debate is that he can help. He can shoot well. He can play make. He's a great locker room guy. He's a great teammate. Well, he demands respect as well. We know his shortcomings, but yes, salute to him for playing his role. Right. What a great night. Even the Yankees lose one. Nick Yak, salute. Salute. Don't forget the Brunson, too small, can't play D. Right. Yep. Absolutely. Right. That's gonna die, that narrative, that should been dead already, for what he's doing. Basically he's been doubted, has Jalen his whole life, from coming up, and he's basically won at all levels. I mean, what's ridiculous about that? What more does the man have to do? He's won at every single level, he's still winning, and there's still knocks on his game. But just ultimate team guy, team first guy. The contract looks good again. Jalen Brunson, no overpay, helping this team win. I mean, where would we be in preseason without Brunson? Right. Yep. Great point, Kaiser. Bringing Evan off the bench might be smart to stabilize that second unit. We'll talk about that tonight, but Kaiser hits with that. The second unit, something just is missing from what we've seen. Some consistency, some leadership. Dudes getting on the same page, is critical for that second unit because we know how good the starting unit looks like. Um, but I'm not too worried. I think with Grimes, like tonight, fam, Grimes getting his feet wet, it's going to be one or the other. Basically, we predict Cam Reddish, will probably be out of the rotation, unless of injury. But basically, I think Evan or Grimes are going to be interchangeable once they start getting heated up and getting warmed up for the regular season. I think we're going to be okay, yeah, with that. But the bench unit definitely needs a bit of stability with that. I think Derrick Rose doesn't look like the same Derrick Rose to me so far. I'll take a slightly regressed Derrick Rose all day, every day, but he is 34 years old. We can't expect him to play every game. Maybe back to backs he rests. But I have some concerns over Quickly in his start so far and running the offense. In the second unit as well. I like the outlet passes to Obi. We'll talk about that. Obi continues to impact the game off the ball as well when we need a bucket. He helps us get an easy bucket, does Obi. But yeah, the point guard play off the bench is concerning. It's concerning for me. We need some more playmaking with that. Cam Reddish got an opportunity again tonight. Didn't take his minutes and really make a stake for tonight. Did Cam? He was frustrated. There was a lot of possessions he didn't touch the ball as well, and that just goes back to, again, I need a point guard and I need the ball moving better off the bench with that. ESPN gets mad at the Knicks front office when they don't do what they say and clowns them. ESPN was hating ESPN for trying to push the Knicks to get Spider. I knew that was a terrible move. Yeah. They would have definitely gutted the team. We all know what that would have looked like, fam. And I'm cool with where we're at, moving forward with this thing. The young players gelling, getting more experience. We need to see what we have. I hate moving on from players in a rookie contract as well. But no doubt, it is a big year for Obi, big year for Quick, Grimes, Mitch is balling out, RJ is balling out. So it's looking good so far for the Knicks to stay out of that deal. And look, if they really want Spider, if that's what Leon does, then wait 2 years to sign him with cap space. With that, have you if you've seen how good Fournier defense was tonight, you would have also seen how terrible Quickly played D tonight. Nick Yak, yep, Quickly's been struggling. Absolutely, no doubt, he's been struggling with this situation. I'm not worried long term for Quick, but my biggest concern long term is he that guard that off the bench that can lead a team is my biggest concern. I have concern over Derrick Rose, and what our bench looks like without D Rose fully healthy, and getting older, with that. Yeah. Fans can overreact, no doubt. Tariq says all the time with emotions, Fournier is a good player. Don't get it twisted. Right. Yep. He's getting older, but yeah, he's a good player. He can bowl, offensively more than defensively. But if you keep him in his optimum role, maybe 26 to 28 minutes, you know, if his shots not falling, you make a change. But more often than not, Evan's going to be solid. More often than not, he commands respect for the D. Um, Truth is, our offense just can go to another level with Jalen Brunson. We got beasts with him, Brunson and Randall and RJ, right? Any of those guys can bully their way to the cup. And what does that leave? Evan Fournier open shooting. I mean, that's a headache for the D. So yeah, we got many ways we can play, and I think that's why this starting unit looks nice. Brunson's always probing, pushing pressure on the D, right? Causing switches, things like that. That's what you need. A point guard with gravity pulled to him. Well, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Brunson's impact fully on full effect. Kaiser says Quickly was shooting too much. Yeah, his decision making looks like it was regressed. Is Tibbs telling him to shoot the ball at will? Questions. You know, I think Quickly definitely gets ahead of himself. He needs to calm down, slow down. He's playing at a pace that's too fast for me with that situation. We know how hard he practices, how much of a gym rat he is. I just think he needs to watch film and just settle it down a bit as well and move the ball. don't dribble the heck out of it, move the ball when possible as well, because, yeah, the defense definitely is starting to get stuck, with Quick, you know? Yeah, and the decision making has been questionable with that at best, right? Old head salute. Brunson has opened things up. Yep, say it again, fam. The team sharing the ball and the results in balanced scoring, right? Facts, absolutely. Yep, we're seeing it all the same, with Knicks Nation and Brunson's impact. Just great signing. The team's biggest need. We already know. We already know there was the team's biggest need, but he's delivering now. He's balling out this preseason. He's delivering in spades with what he's delivered for this team's impact on the offensive end. And like I said, he's been solid defensively as Jalen Brunson. Well, stark difference from Kemba Walker, who, by the way, remains to be a dude about to get bought out again, and without a home. So yeah, Knicks Nation, stand up. Good night overall. Finished 3-1 in preseason, but it's the way we've looked in preseason, right? We've looked tough at all home games, and to be honest, we would have won the Indy game if the starters had closed that game out. So, um, no overreactions here, but exactly what you want to see for this preseason: 4-0, possibly 3-1. With that, um, we've looked good in the right areas. The starting unit was the biggest concern from last year, and the starting unit looks way better than last year, and different with Jalen Brunson. There's been interruptions as well, so salute the fact that we've looked even better with interruptions. Fournier only just came in. Cam started a few games as well. So look for the chemistry to continue to build with Evan, with Julius, with Brunson, RJ, and Mitch. The chemistry between those guys. Um, I think we pretty much found ourselves out starting the lineup starting opening night, and that is Evan Fournier. I expect him to get the start, and in Grimes to get plenty of minutes, off the bench, fam. Yep. David says Mitch not playing like this against the Grizz with that situation. Yep. Big test coming up, but let's see. Let's see. No doubt Mitch isn't going to have this kind of game every night, but if he's given us this consistently, I'll take it. Nick Yak, all the Obi Quickly crew have not showed up on the chat. Wonder why. Yeah. The Knicks given up everything for Spider would have been like Marbury, trade all over. Yep. Another undersized shoot first guard. Look at that. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm just glad we've gone down a different path with that situation. Um, Trades are always dicey at the best of times, but to give up the reported haul that the Knicks would have given up, I mean, miss me with that situation, right? We need depth to continue to build, and we are in a great position. All these picks we've got this draft, the draft is stacked as well. We build chemistry this year. We surprise some teams. We look good, and we're on the right track. Yeah, Quickly has been pressing. He got to let the game come to him. He will be fine once the season starts. Yep. Yep. Believe that. Yep. Yeah, he's a student of the game. He'll watch film. Yeah, Tibbs will give him, critique, all of that good stuff as well. Right now, he's just anxious. I could see. But my questions are long term. Is Quick a floor general off the pine? I don't think that's his role from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of a two guard, which leads me to believe, if D Rose ain't healthy, we need someone to step up and to be able to play that floor general to run the offense off the bench. Right? I don't want Jalen Brunson playing 42 minutes, and tiring him out. No, we need better reinforcements, I think. Does the door open up for McBride, for Archie Diacono, possibly Evan Fournier to run some action off the pine as well? There's options. Yeah, there's definitely options with this team. Rugs89 says, I love the media lockout. Quotes, yeah, the Knicks regime is writing their own narrative with this thing. Staying focused, yep. Not listening to the outside noise, just building their own thing. Yep. There's definitely lots to be pleased about, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Nation, streets are buzzing out here. 105-89, big win. and just a perfect night to recap and cap off this big preseason. Highlighted by R.J. Barrett's growth, Jalen Brunson's impact, and Mitchell Robinson's growth and improvement as well. So the team shot well from the free throw line. The teams moved the ball, and we've looked like a better, you know, version with Julius Randle playing the way he's been playing as well. So salute to everyone out here. Let's get into the box score. Yep, and salute to the chat. You guys are rocking it out. And what did you like the most out tonight? Give us your thoughts. Anything surprised you? Was it what you expected? Did you really expect us to blow out the Wizards? Did you think it would be tougher than that? I did think the game would be a little closer tonight, but the Knicks just surprised me. The starters looking so smooth together, right? And we'll give out some more grades. Mitchell Robinson, A plus 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 tonight. Couldn't give him anything else. Nick Yak, at one point, Brunson's taken a floater, looked just like D Rose. Yep, good point, fam. That's a nice move in his repertoire with that. Stats wise, when did Quickly ever play good? A career 39% field goal shooter. I think he does have a bigger green light with that. And I think he's trying to balance that green light with also, trying to pick his spots to when to move the rock and things like that. But yeah, Quickly still got a lot of growth in him to come. But yeah, his role is pretty much a scoring guard off the bench, and he's trying too hard to fill it up, I think, at times. Right. So let's give out a grade to Juju Randle, right? Um, to recap the preseason as well, what are your overall thoughts from Randall this preseason, right? One of the biggest talking points heading into this season was Julius Randle, myself included. Had Julius, like, what were we going to do with him? How would he look? And all of those things, right? So I'm definitely feeling better with the situation at hand. The impact that Jalen Brunson's had on Julius. Well, it's been really pleasing to see. The top of the list has been the minutes distribution. We haven't overplayed Randall. He hasn't looked lethargic, fatigued as a result. 28 minutes tonight. Didn't have a great shooting night. Wasn't efficient, but 3 of 11, and missed all 5 3-pointers as well. But he shot 4 or 5 from the stripe tonight. 6 rebounds and 4 assists as well. 2 steals, which was nice. Only 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, was a plus 26. Well, so playing positive ball is Julius trying to affect the game in other ways if he's not scoring. Well, just 10 points. So we blew out the Wizards and he only scored 10 points. So I feel like that is a microcosm of this team we're looking at now, ladies and gentlemen, Knicks Nation. With Julius Randle gives you only 10 points and we blow the Wizards out. That shows you how far this team has come now with another scorer, Jalen Brunson, the impact Mitch is having, and a different RJ Barrett as well. So this is what we could see now. This is what we can expect for the rest of this season. In these 4 games, I'm looking for this kind of Julius, rebound the ball, assist, play the right role, take the shots, the smart shots when they're there, and do all of that. And this team can be a winning team. This team will be a winning team with this kind of Julius as well. Just being that teammate, sharing the rock, not forcing the issue, less isolation. It's been a great Julius to sum it up this preseason. Now, tonight didn't have it going offensively, but was just solid. Was just solid tonight. I'll give Randall a B tonight. My grade for Julius Randle tonight is a B. Well, solid performance. I like the 2 steals. Well, ain't turning the ball over a hell of a lot. I don't think he's had more than 2 turnovers in any game this preseason. Of course, the minutes are down, so that's something to look at. Moving forward, what kind of minutes are we going to see from Randall? I don't think we're going to see the heights of what he's reached. in terms of 38, 39, 42 minutes. Well, I think Tom Thibodeau is definitely going to find less minutes for Randle, more minutes for Obi. You know, keeping Randle fresh, fam. That's what it's all about. So salute to Tibbs, salute to Randle. Um, this is the kind of Randle we need while he's on this team. Well, people can talk about the trades and Julius moving forward, right? That'll come in due course. You know, Julius's future with this team is still a topic, but for now, it's all about the games, the Julius that we see on the court, and I'm pleased with this kind of Julius, right? So salute to the chat. Streets are buzzing. Smash the like button. Let's get into it. What are your grades for Julius so far in this game and thus far in the preseason? Now we're giving Mitch an A plus 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 again. Just to quickly recap on Mitch's game again while we go through the box score. I like the fact that Mitch's minutes have been low, right? Mitch Robinson's minutes have been down. That's great, you know. But he's been so efficient, you know. Tonight, 9 of 12, beautiful. 2 of 4 from the stripe, beautiful. Um, 9 offensive rebounds. What? That's crazy, right? He tripled his defensive rebounds with offensive rebounds, man. 12 rebounds in total. 2 steals again from your big man. 2 blocks from your big man. Plus 26 and only 1 personal foul. Only 1 foul going up against Taj and Gafford. Well, so, I mean, perfect game, really. Flawless game from Mitch. Plus 26 and also filled the stat sheet with 20 points, right? Helped us blow the Wizards out. Well, so salute to Mitch. Stand up. Yep. On to the next starter, Jalen Brunson. 31 minutes again. Um, yeah, Tibbs was definitely ramping up some minutes tonight. So these players are looking ready. You know, that's the theme of today's show. And after the preseason, the starting unit looks ready for opening night. And I haven't been able to say that for the last few seasons. I was actually going into opening night with a lot of concern, you know, but the team, the starting unit looks like they're gelling and they know where to be. They know each other's strengths as well, and they look like they have a game plan. They look like they know how to win a game as well. Obviously, it's going to come down to closing games out as well. There's going to be a lot of tough ones, tight games down the stretch as well, and it remains to see, you know, how we close games out. But we're starting games really, really well, so that's very, very pleasing with this situation. Now, very, very efficient night from JB. 10 of 16, man, 3 of 5 from 3-point land, 100% from the line, 4 of 4. You know, 4 rebounds, like I said, 5 assists as well, stuff in the stat sheet. Just 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers. Was a plus 27 with 27 points. Jalen Brunson, probably player of the preseason. Stand up. Yep. I predicted him as the Knicks team MVP this season. Jalen Brunson's looked every bit the part. He's delivered in spades. The team's best player offensively, our leader, floor general, ball in his hands, dishing, swishing. You already know what it is. So, yeah, great pickup. Great pickup. We haven't seen the best of Jalen Brunson either. I'm not even going to sit here and say we've seen the best of JB. There's better to come as he gets more acclimated, right? Look for some 30 ball pieces, 40 pieces as well. Look for 10 assist nights as well. He gets in the passing lane. He'll get steals. Tonight he got 1 steal. Well, he knows where to be defensively. He's rough, he's tough, and he's a New Yorker. Salute. He's built for this. So well done, Jalen Brunson. A solid A plus again tonight. Yep, got to give him an A plus for that. So that's 2 A pluses and a B. Now Evan slotted in the starting unit. Probably had his best game for me for the preseason in just 16 minutes. Again, I talked about how critical it's going to be to keep Evan's minutes down. That's where he's impacting the game the best, I feel. Under 23, 25 minutes, Evan. Tonight he played 16. Didn't hit the 3 ball, but 2 of 6 from the field. Didn't get to the line, but I like 5 rebounds. I like 5 assists. held his own defensively, um, you know, moved moved really well offensively without the ball. Was a plus 20 and just 4 points. So yeah, on a night where Fournier ain't scoring, the fact that he's still helping the team win in limited minutes, salute. I'll give Fournier a solid B tonight, a solid B. Um, I think you got to go with that same starting unit for opening night. I don't think there's any need to switch it up yet. I do believe, though, Quentin Grimes will at some point this season become the starting wing. But for now, it's Evan Fournier's job. Um, help this team win, play a role, shoot well, get easier shots, drive and kick. And I think on opening night, Evan Fournier will be the starting two guard with this situation. So, yeah, the starters have earned their keep. Damn, they've earned their keep, and I think they are the guys that are gonna, be on the floor opening night, in Memphis. So yeah, we're giving Randall and Fournier a B, and we're giving Mitch and Brunson both A pluses. So salute, salute, salute. The streets are buzzing as well. Now we have a super chat from the one, the only Donald Goons. Salute. Appreciate you for your contributions. Let's get it. The season opener will be here before we know it, and I cannot wait. Salute, Donald. Salute, you and me both. It's going to be a fun season. It's going to be great. We're already watching more, pleasing basketball to see. Um, players aren't, overstepping. Players aren't, dribbling the air out the ball yet. In the starting unit, the ball's moving. A point guard's made all the difference in the world, fam, as well. Um, a lot of Knick fans are really, really going to enjoy watching the games this season. It's not all about the wins and losses for me, as I've said this season. I think the Knicks, success this season will be how they develop their younger players. You know, how we deal with the veterans as well. Are they buying in? Are they buying into their roles as well? And so far, we've seen all of that. We've seen improvement from young players. We've seen buy-in from the vets, and we're seeing, a coach that has been, distributing minutes better. Well, so salute. Yep. Cannot wait, fam. Cannot wait. Buzzer beater in the house. What's good? I thought Hearts was going to be a stretch three. I guess I was wrong with that. Yeah, stretch five, stretch three, stretch four. Yeah, he's been struggling consistently with the shot, but there's been flashes. Definitely got the ability to stretch the floor out better than our other big men. Um, I hope the shot continues or comes along at some point. But I like his passing. Yep, I like his passing with that situation. And there was a lovely backdoor play again tonight where he got Jalen Brunson an easy layup. And I do think Hartenstein is going to be that kind of dude off the bench to help us get 3, 4, 5 assists, when the offense gets stuck with that. Now, we move on to the final starter of tonight. Again, another standout this preseason, and that man is none other than the man who signed the extension, the man who officially broke the Charlie Ward curse, the New York Knicks' third overall selection, Bully Barrett. Stand up. Played big minutes tonight, 33 minutes, is definitely getting ready for opening night, guarding the best wings. He guarded Bradley Beal tonight. He stepped up and took on that challenge, and he shot efficiently as well. So stand up. 6 of 13, was 4 of 7 from 3-point land, man. 4 of 7 from 3-point land. 3 of 5 from the stripe. Man, 12 rebounds, 11 defensively, 2 assists, a block, 2 turnovers, plus 25 with 19 points, right? Tonight looked just effortless for RJ, smooth on the court, effortless with that situation. So well done, RJ Barrett. Um, the contract situation doesn't look like it's even impacted him one bit, right? He's just fully focused on improving his game and improving us, improving the team. Is star Jay Barrett. Um, I just love his mindset on the court. He's a willing passer as well. The three ball looks improved. He's getting more open looks, in the catch and shoot. situation, and that's all you want to see him, hit those corner three balls, fam, with that. And Tom Thibodeau again, he's really, spaced out the minutes in this preseason, and I'm happy. Happy. No player looks tired. No player looks gassed or anything like that. Well, it's just been a perfect tune-up, I would say, for what's to come, fam. And I also, did say that I felt like the Knicks would get off to a strong start this season, right, for a number of reasons. But firstly, because of the chemistry that this team would have, right? I predicted it. I said for weeks now, the Knicks would have chemistry and familiarity, right, because of the returning players, right? We've only brought in Jalen Brunson and Hart. Basically, everyone else is the same, right? And that's what we're seeing. So that's a preview of what's to come. Now, Tariq says, don't overreact. Even Steph Curry can have off games, right? He's the best of the best. Every player in the league does have off games, see more than others, but they have it. Yep, definitely, fam. Yep, yep. Can't really get too high, can't get too low. Um, we react after games, but for the long haul, I'm looking for trends and sample sizes. If a player is in a funk for 5 to 10 games, then it's a legit funk. Um, if a player has an off shooting night here and there, it's definitely just that, like you said. Yep, yep. Salute New Yorker. What's good? Does my man Mitch look good or what, fam? He looks great. Does Mitch A++ tonight? Salute, man. Give him his flowers. Yep. Yep, I got you. Buzzer beater facts, right? Yep. Stretch five as well. A lot of people did mention with Hartenstein's shooting ability that it had a lot to do with his small sample size. He did hit the threes, but on a 1.5 attempts per game. So it was never a great sample size to really gauge him as a true stretch big man. But what he can do is he can pop it. He can keep the defense honest, I think. Yep. I like to see this too. 47 to 50 wins. Optimism abound. New Yorker, salute for that. I predict 45. I'm not going to change that. I'm confident in it now, but I would not be surprised if we do better than that. Well, it is going to come down to execution. It's going to come down to closing games out. There's going to be a lot of tough games. But what the Knicks need to do, fam, is to take care of home like we have. Um, the most pleasing thing about this preseason is we've taken care of home, right? Taking care of biz, like we say, 3 out of the 4 at home. MSG, stand up, salute, New York Knicks, right? We're going to be tough to beat at home with Brunson out there. The commitment to the team ball. Buzzer beater as well. Has anyone noticed we aren't to do those tired ass dribble handoff plays? Right, yep. Less and less of that too. Yep. Yep. Facts, stand up. Salute to you. Salute to the Knicks starting unit. Well, I want to see less of those. More pick and roll. Um, more dribble drive penetration. Right. Yep. Attack the closeouts as well. Play physical. Play tough. Right. Great points, fam. The battle for Wemby, Jason in the house, salute, will backfire on teams this season. I sense the Knicks will overachieve and then the chips will fall in their favor in the draft. The hard work will pay off finally. Yep, salute, 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 Jason. And the chat piling through, Knicks Nation. I've been saying this, fam, just a lot to look forward to this season. The draft, exceeding expectations. This team could do a lot of different things this year. I think we're going to be consistent. I think we're going to get back to that team where other opponents know what kind of Knicks they're going to expect, and that's what we can get with a point guard. With that kind of point guard play, right? Yep. Salute to Taj, Brooklyn's finest. Yep. Wish him well. I don't wish the Wizards well, but wish Taj well. Yep. Salute New York. Yep, definitely feels good to be a fan. Yep, facts tonight. 3-1, a lot to be pleased about, man. We're on the right track. Yep. It was tough though watching Taj though in another uniform, right? It was tough to see him get dominated by Mitch, right? Quiet money, salute, salute. Let's get it. Yep, yep. Hartenstein is a wizard basically on the backdoor play, the bounce pass as well. Stand up, Hartenstein. That's going to help us a lot to get buckets as well. Um, Yeah, my only one concern, which is amusing to have one concern this preseason, but my main one concern is just the point guard play off the bench. Everything else I'm cool with right now. Um, Quickly, he's not that floor general long term, I don't think, to lead the offense. And Derrick Rose, um, I'm almost like at the point where we're playing with house money with Derrick Rose. If he's healthy, he's healthy. If he's not, we need something else. That, yep. Facts, right? Yeah, like old head spells out. That backdoor play is beautiful to see, and I think it's going to be on the scouting report soon. I think from the opposing teams, right? Salute Felicia. Great to have you join us. And what did you feel like tonight was all about the preseason? What's got you hyped? For me, the consistency, taking care of home, um, the point guard play, Mitch, RJ, a different looking Randall, um, maybe a different looking Tibbs? Question mark. I put a question mark. Are we seeing maybe a different looking Tibbs? Perhaps. I mean, not enough to say that definitively after 4 games, but Tom Thibodeau has been better with his rotations, better with the timeouts, not gassing guys out. I think, yeah, I'll be happy to see this kind of Tibbs throughout this season. Yeah, Donald says usually the starters get blown and the bench gets us back in. Yep. I think we need a vet small forward coming off the bench like Rudy Gay, perhaps. Rudy Gay could be out there, fam. Um, I think the bench maybe just need a bit more time too to develop more chemistry. Derrick Rose has been, in interrupted preseason, interrupted summer, last season, finishing it out. I think Derrick Rose, like I said, yeah, back to house money. Whatever we get out of Derrick Rose, let it be. We cannot rely on him to run the point each and every night off the bench. There's going to be nights he doesn't have it. He's tired. He's injured. Um, this is a big test for Emmanuel Quickly now. Emmanuel Quickly was in trade talks, with the Utah Jazz. We already know what that is. Maybe is that having an effect, on IQ? Let's see. We just signed a nice prospect too, a point guard today. Yep. And we still have Deuce. He can study Brunson and improve, right? Yeah, good points, New Yorker. I appreciate that, fam. Yep, we definitely did sign the point guard today, a prospect as well with the 20th spot. So um, obviously he's most likely going to be an Exhibit 10, maybe a Westchester prospect coming through. I do predict Ryan Archidiakono to maybe get one of the last two spots. Trevor Keels, Farron Hunt to keep the two-way spots as well. But maybe the Knicks like to keep one spot open, heading into the season. I think that's really always a smart move, fam, to keep one roster spot free so that if any dude gets, shakes loose, you can sign him basically straight up. Yep. Yep, love this point too. Felicia says finally having that point guard to help the team. Yep, rest. Yep, to help the rest on the team's offense. Yep, yep. Say it out loud for all of us at the back to hear as well. That's a great point. Um, it just makes thinking about last season and the season before so tough. Thinking about Kemba, with Peyton, and seeing what we're seeing now, man. The best way is to look forward, and not even think about it. But yeah, it's crazy how far we've come with this point guard play, right? Yep. As buzzer beater is also hitting home on most improved player Brunson. Well, yep, got other gears to go with, fam. Yep. What we saw in the playoffs is just a sample of what's to come from Brunson, just coming into his peak, fam, coming into his own. Yep. And he comes in with goals. He he's got a lot to prove. He left a situation where he was Luka's sidekick for a bigger role. He spurned the 5-year deal in Dallas, so he has certain motivation to come to New York and to prove that he is the man. He can be a man. He's heard all the doubts as well. So JB's delivered in spades so far as well. So salute. It don't matter who he goes against. It could be Ja Morant, it could be Steph, the best of the best, creme de la creme. I think on any night, Jalen Brunson can still get the best of his opponent. Well, and it's been a long time since we've been able to say we have that kind of baller on our team, right? It don't matter what. It could be a 30 piece, it could be 10 assists, it could just be a floor general game to get everyone else involved. Well, probing, keeping his dribble alive, pick and roll action, feeding Mitch. He's invaluable, basically. I wish nothing but health for Jalen Brunson because we need him. We need him. And he didn't need any time to adjust, like Felicia's point. Well, that's a beautiful point. Yeah. He's known this coach his whole life. Right. Say that again. Yeah. He'd known this surroundings his whole life, basically. He looked up to Allen Houston, John Starks as well around the facility. I told y'all Tibbs will be better as well. Yep, I give you your flowers, Tariq. You said it. He hears the talk from fans, reporters. He watches the film all day. I have no doubt Tibbs will be better. Perfect? No, but who is? Right. Yep. Yes, salute to you and salute to him. He's improving from what we've seen. Um, I want to see more, obviously, but yeah, he knows the situation in New York. He knows where he's at in his career right now, right? CJ versus the world, salute. Great point. The haters said we overpaid for Brunson. As long as Jalen and Barrett are the primary options, we will be really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, I like that point, fam. Both young, still growing, um, chip on their shoulder, workers, all of those things, man. We could claim them as New Yorkers as well. Um, just yeah, good pieces for the future. We hear it's going to be fun season, man. Fun season of New York City ball, and I can't wait for those Brooklyn battles. I can't wait for these big holiday games, opening night, Christmas, the West Coast trips as well. When Jalen Brunson goes back to Dallas, when he goes into Utah, man. Um, can you think about that Utah game when all that the talk's going to be about Spider? Think about what Jalen Brunson's going to try to do that night as well. He's going to try to light people up with that. And of course, the Utah Jazz are going tank as well. So that's going to be a fun night. Yeah. Like Kaiser hits too, the Brunson Barrett chemistry is only going to continue to grow. Yep. With the whole squad too, fam. Yep. I like that chemistry building. Um, it's actually funny. We only had 4 preseason games and we're ready, right? We're ready for opening night from what I've seen, fam. So salute to everyone. And they don't get to this point without hard work. So hard work is undefeated. The squad showed up early in summer. They showed up in New York in Tarrytown early. Um, boys, picking each other up, getting to know each other as well. They probably bonded over that. The city runs, there was the pro-ams, all of that. I think all of that stuff is paying off from what we're seeing right now with the chemistry. Yep. New Yorker Brunson is such an upgrade, a huge upgrade. Yeah, after so many years starving for a floor general, now here we have one, right? Yep. In the prime of his career, fam. Yep. Stand up, salute. And I was thinking this months ago, I was thinking like, man, what if Jalen Brunson has that kind of 7, 8, 9 year starting point guard run with New York? Stability to the likes that we've not seen for a long, long time. So since Childs, Ward, Starks as well. So it's like a breath of fresh air, like a desert's needed water with that situation with JB in the nick of time, right? Randall's ability to play off the ball and the shooting guard position are the key factors for this team now that the point guard is solidified. Yep, CJ, great point. Um, yeah, we gave Randall his flowers and we gave him a B for tonight. But I guess for the preseason as a whole, I could give Julius Randle a B plus for the whole preseason as well. Just playing his role and fitting in with that. He looks like a changed man in terms of mindset as well. Be civilized, salute Knicks fam. We out here popping, we out here buzzing. Streets are buzzing. Smash the like button, and we're going to continue to rock out right all season long. It's going to be fun chopping this up with you all, and I'm hyped. Right, you guys feeling even better for opening night now, like at Memphis? You know, in your mind, has our chances of winning that game gone up? Let us know. Kaiser, Brunson being a good point guard will be able to show us just who can play within the real offense and who cannot. Brunson, he'll push the ball and he'll put the ball where it needs to be. Right, yep. Facts, Kaiser. The extension of Tibbs on the floor. Well, and he's tough. He could take critique. He could take criticism. He could, be shouted at, and he can also shout at someone as well if someone else is acting up. I think just wait till he grows in that locker room and commands more respect from everyone, and it'll be his team. I think he'll be leading this team together with RJ. Right? Yep. New Yorker getting tickets for December 3 at Dallas or versus Dallas, whichever one. Salute to you, fam, in the building. We'll shout you out. It'll be nice, and you'll rep like no other. I know it. I feel it, and it's going to be fun that game, man, with Dallas as well. Salute to you for that. Thanks for letting us know. Buzzer says we have to trade Cam because we aren't going to extend him. That's true. We traded a player and a first for him. What a waste. But yet we chopped that up in the other show, fam. And yeah, with that situation, he's looking like the odd man out. Got talent, got potential, but it's all about fit for this team. I'm seeing a nice fit with everyone else. With Cam, he needs the ball a lot. I just don't know if he's going to get that, usage with this situation. We know the coach ain't the biggest fan. I mean, it's going to be funny to see how it plays out, fam. Fascinating, I'd say, with that. But yeah, we do need to try to reclaim his value with that in terms of the pick we gave up, man. Yeah. Cam High is brought to you by Sherman Angel Dust. Oh man. Yeah. And Knox. Okay, did Knox play out tonight? I gotta peep that. Shout out Knox. Outplayed Cam tonight. LOL. Brunson, yeah, dirty in the house. Salute. Brunson's a born winner and a culture changer. Yeah. Two things this team has sorely missed. Fam, we've seen it from the meltdowns in the locker rooms and the dysfunction, in closing out games on the court. Right, we needed a calming presence to be able to close games out, and that's why I felt so confident picking 45 wins. It wasn't just trying to predict everybody would improve. It was the fact that Jalen Brunson, on top of 37 wins last season, and the fact that we blew about five at least games down the stretch. Jalen Brunson comes in here, he fixes that straight away. You know, put the ball in his hands down the stretch. He's that coach on the court. He can get a foul instantly. He can kick it out and get an easier shot. He can get to the bucket. He can step back. He can isolate better than anyone. On top of 37 wins, it was a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer. I know the East got tougher, but don't forget teams will get worse. There's no, you know, confirmation that Atlanta are going to be much better as well. There's no confirmation that the Hornets, the Wizards, Magic, Pacers, all of those teams are going to be, taking any wins from us. Well, I just think teams are going to go sell a lot quicker this season, and the Knicks are going to pick up more wins. So, yep, 45 wins, looking great after this preseason from me, from mine. Um, I'll shout you out in the chat and throw in your win projections this season now that preseason is over as well. Your final win projections for this season, wins and losses. Donald, I thought Mitch and Brunson might need a season to develop and get used to each other and having money. They are lapping it up. Yep, yep, good points with that. Um, yeah, it's been quick, the adjustment, and they look focused, they look ready. Yeah, ready to ball out. Yep. I did give props to Jules, he's forcing it less and are only looking selfish in a few small stretches. Yep. So far, it's been very pleasing. Dirty, I gave him B tonight, a B plus mainly for the whole preseason for Juju. This is just the perfect Juju. I liked when he kicked it out when the double team came and he found Mitch under the cup. That was one of my favorite plays for tonight as well. Yep, one of my favorite plays with that situation. Right, a feel for the game is something that you could always improve on. Players don't generally improve with ability at 27 years old, but what they can improve is wisdom, IQ, feel for the game, coachability, all of those things. You can never stop improving with those things. Yep, and a humbling too. Bringing in a point guard, less touches as well. So yeah, it was a big summer. It looked like for Randall. He probably did some soul searching. Watched some film, spoke to coaches as well, came in shape. The rest is history, right? He's fitting in, less usage. Jalen Brunson's taken over, and it's like we put the foot on the gas. Yeah. Mitch contract worth every penny. Mitch is that big factor, and Tibbs knows it. Right? Yeah. I think, man, Tibbs loves him some Mitch. Right? He loves him some Mitch. Right? No doubts about it. The whole defense is predicated on Mitch's anchoring the rim with that, like you spelled out. Yep. Be civilized. Fournier struggles. It's going to be grimy gain. That I do see that happening throughout the season, fam. But I've been, surprised, pleasantly surprised that Fournier fit in well so far. Let's see. Let's see on the opening night. I think Fournier will get the start, but I think at some point during this season, Grimes' two-way play will win over. I think. Yep. CJ, we can defeat Memphis. Our depth is our strength. As long as we are moving the rock, I see a lot of victories. Yep. We can have four more guys with 10 plus points per game, and most teams can't say that. Yep. I like that point you made. Yep. It's about who's got it going on any night. Yeah, absolutely. Fam, you spell that out. The defense can't really key in on a certain guy. Um, and if I use a scenario, I'll take us back to game one, game two against Atlanta in the playoffs 2 seasons ago. It was like their game plan was like, okay, let's double team Randall. Let's see what he does with it. Well, think how that game plan would hold up right now with Jalen Brunson here, right? You throw a double team at Randall, you've got Star J and you've got Brunson and you've got a beast Mitch under the cup. Also, Mitch wasn't healthy for that Atlanta series as well, as we talked about with that. Yeah, Tariq as well. Yeah, was confident that Jules would turn it around. Yet told y'all Jules will be better this year. I give him an A for playing the right way. Yep, definitely, fam. Yep. Every man can still grow. 27 years old. He's far from a grown man yet, a fully grown man. He's still learning. He's still, improving. Hopefully, with his IQ, with that situation. And I always say he was just in the wrong role. Julius Randle is your number one option. We already saw what that looked like. The fact is, he's the number two, number three option on some nights. He could be a number four option on some nights. I mean, that's just amazing to think about, you know. And in terms of sharing the load, this team could be special. Yeah, speaking of special, buzzer beater got us 45 to 47 wins, right? Solid, solid. If I had to guess, that will get us in 45 to 47. That could really get us into 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th, somewhere around there. Maybe a lot of teams go the tank, go the sell route, right? Drip more in the house, salute. Let's get it. Knicks 3-1 preseason, chopping this thing up with the best chat in the biz, giving out some grades, having some fun. And Bully Barrett, I don't think we've given Bully Barrett a grade yet, but for those that just joined, we gave Julius Randle a B, we gave Mitch A plus, we gave Brunson an A plus, we gave Fournier a B as well. So 2 Bs and 2 A pluses. The starting unit is the best thing to look forward to this preseason so far, and we look ready opening night. I like this. Jules, he has brought in, and the turnovers are down. Right. Yep. That's key too, fam. Yep. Just 2 turnovers. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Be civilized 40 to 42. Unhealthy. Healthy 45 to 50. Yep. Salute streets are buzzing with that, man. A 50 burger. That'd shock the world. Yep. Definitely. That'd shock the world. Yep. Sweet dish. Dirty. Yep. Backdoor. And the Brunson to RJ lobs to Mitch were my favorite. Yep, shout outs for that. What was your favorite play of the game? Yep, I love those plays as well. I love Julius's find to Mitch under the cup as well, right? That was a welcome sight. When Julius got doubled, he kicked it to Mitch and Mitch slammed it, went straight up. Yeah, yeah, we forget Brunson is one of the greatest college ballers ever. He's only 25. 26, I think, maybe now. But yeah, he has very high upside still. Yep. In this environment, I think New York City will get the best out of Jalen Brunson, fam, ladies and gents. I just think, you need to be in the right place to take your game to the next level. And I just don't think Dallas was that right place for Brunson, next to Luca. You know, now he's forging his own name, his own legacy, with his pops, with his pops in tow, fam. Yeah, Canal, salute, let's get it. Monster Mitch worth every penny. Facts. Yep. 15 mil. I mean, we look at Robert Williams injured, Grant Williams not gonna doesn't factor in maybe to Celtics' future as well. The talk is so. Mitch looking like a perfect investment in this team's future, right? And shout out to him. Shout out to the front office as well, re-signing him as well, right? Very important to this team moving forward. You've been elite, like Tariq says, that word elite since his rookie year, offensively rebounding, defensively rebounding, shot blocking as well. Um, there was the talk about health, can Mitch stay healthy? There was some iffy moments, but when he is healthy, there's no questioning Mitch's impact, right? No questioning at all on his game, right? Quiet says at CT, they said Brunson is a plus 60 for the preseason. Man, with that, right? That emoji that you put there sums that up, fam. Impact is the word I use, man. He impacts everything, fam. And of course, we played Indy, we played Detroit, and we played Washington. So um, there's going to be some tougher games, that's for sure. But um, man, yeah, he's this team's leader. Basically, we have that point guard now, Julian. Salute, chat, spitting knowledge as well. Welcome. Um, JB is that real deal for us, man. I don't need to see anymore. He's the real deal with that in terms of full point guard play, dishing, swishing, and all of that. Yeah. We can be special, but we must play D. Knicks have to be ranked top 5 to 7. Yeah, in the association. CJ says D is definitely Tom Thibodeau's calling card. I think that's what's going to keep him up at night. If the Knicks aren't holding their own defensively, we've seen a tendency to call timeouts real quick. I like that. I like that, man. Um, and talking about we've been giving players their flowers. That's what I want to give Tom Thibodeau, and also the minutes distribution. the most, in terms of his flowers with that, because Tibbs, he knew how many games we blew. We blew leads. I don't see that happening this year, right? He's calling timeouts like that, man. If the team's spazzing out, he's calling that timeout, and I've liked that from Tom Thibodeau, so far as well. Um, Tariq got us at 43, 45 wins because we are young, still less vets and some new parts as well. Yeah, very, very solid. Yeah, that'd be a solid improvement, from 6 to 8 more wins from last season as well. Yeah, I can legit see an 8 to 10 win improvement based on Brunson alone, helping us win those games back that we blew, but also helping us win a few games that we had no right winning last season. Yep, as well. Yep. Buzzer beater salute. How many turnovers did the Knicks have tonight? So in the box score, I'll go through it quickly. So that's 7 in the starting unit, 7 turnovers from the starting unit, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So, yep, 7 off the bench as well. So, yep, 7 in the starting unit, 7 off the bench, 14. Looks like a 14 or 15 as B Civilized throws in there as well. Salute. Yep, yep, absolutely. Basketball huge in Australia. Yep, absolutely huge. Um, it's growing, growing and growing and growing. This game is truly international right now, man. And it's these heroes from the NBA that got the new generation inspired. You know, the TV deals, and all of that thing. It's all just going up, man. The apps, the streams, all of those things, fam. Yep, best game in the world. Salute. Yep, Brunson's got that winning pedigree. Yep, no doubts. Yep, perfect, right? Gonna hold dudes accountable. Is that Jim Rat and leads by example? You won't see Jalen Brunson in no clubs, tabloids, fumbling and stumbling this season, right? He's gonna lead by example for this team, for the young cats, and everybody just gonna lead, get behind that his lead this season, and it's going to lead us to more than 43, 45 wins. I can feel it. Yep, I can feel it, man. Yep. Also, him coming to us may have improved our Dallas pick 3 to 4 slots as well. Salute, salute, salute. Um, of course, we do have the tampering thing, which I'm not worried about, but that kind of news is still going to come through, right? Nick Yak, 24, 5, and 8, averaging if Brunson stays aggressive, right? Those are some crazy numbers. And if he averages that, man, I'll be dancing on the table. That's crazy numbers, right? That's all-star numbers right there, man. Yeah. If that and he has the green light. He has the ball in his hands with this team. I think the sky is the limit. Jalen Brunson can be, and I'll preface this by saying my bold prediction this season is now that Jalen Brunson can be an all-star this season, man. Most improved or all-star. Yep. You heard it here right now live. Right. Buzzer beater, 5th seed. Right. That would be incredible. That would be incredible, fam. Right. Playoff battles would be back. The streets would be buzzing. We'd be shutting streets down if that was the case. And we have a real shot at that right now. We have a real chance. Um, even killed roster with this situation, the starting unit handling the business. Um, RJ Barrett's improvement is critical too to this team taking the next step, right? We talk about Jalen Brunson all day, and that we can, but RJ Barrett is every bit responsible for this great preseason so far, as well as Julius Randle third. Well, so could we really be seeing the pecking order of this team right now that I just said? Jalen Brunson, the man, RJ Barrett, the close second, Julius Randle third. I mean, Julius Randle in the third role is ideal for me. That's ideal. Yep. Mitch's maturity too. Salute to that. Yep. Salute to that. Now for Star J's grade for tonight, 4 of 7 from three. I want to see what he's been shooting, from the 3-point line all preseason, but he's been nice, man. Um, 12 rebounds, nice as well. Um, just 2 turnovers, plus 25, 19 points. I mean, I got to give RJ an A tonight, right? Another A for Star J. Yep. And on RJ, Buzzer says Knicks will go as far as RJ's midi can take us, right? Yep. The rest of his game, I feel like, yep, definitely. Tariq says, "Do I remember that pod from Australia was 2 to 3 dudes hosting, and they were funny as hell. Yet when the Knicks were terrible back in 10, 11, I was subscribed to that. Hey, shout out. Thanks for supporting and representing, but I don't recall that one, man. I was missing that one. You know, what ended up happening with that? Did those guys, shut it down? Well, let us know, fam. That was nice. Yep. Brunson's mid range. Yep. The floater, the mid range, the step back. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Like Tibb says, he doesn't look the part, but he is the part every single bit. We are looking at a potential all-star on our own team, ladies and gentlemen. There was so much talk about Spider, and so there should have been, but we kept forgetting about the dude we signed. The dude we signed, man. Donald asked, "Do I see Svi getting any minutes? Maybe even coming off the bench with Grimes?" Yeah, yeah, good question. He's definitely gonna be that maybe 11th to 12th kinda guy. If there's an injury, the door will open up for him. He's a veteran, he can shoot, he can defend okay. Look for him to get a regular rotation spot as well, fam. Yep, no doubts about it. I think Svi will be here. Um, Also, I mentioned in a previous show, his contract is really friendly. It's unguaranteed, or 50K is guaranteed. That's a perfect trade chip. So if we need salary to make up, you can waive fee, and the team only has to pay 50K. And it also helps that he can bowl. You know, if a player got a nice friendly deal that can bowl, that could be a trade chip as well. He'll definitely stick around. I think. Yep. I think he'll definitely stick around. Yep. Yep. CT, you're on point. That Brunson can be an all star, right? Yep. I'm seeing it now. I really am. Like tonight was just the sealer for me. 31 minutes, 10 of 16, crazy. 3 of 5 from 3, crazy. 100% from the line, crazy. 5 assists to add, crazy. Plus 27 with 27 points, crazy. Right, that there. And you all know me. I have an affinity to a player we sign with cap space as well, right? We signed him for free. We basically took him from Dallas, and that was it. No trading, no giving away assets, none of that. Apart from the draft night. You know, Better efficiency, in-game management from Tibbs. Closing out games are going to be key. We also need to protect the home court at MSG. Yep, E. Gibson, agree with all those points. Yep, absolutely. Um, Home game, I'm feeling really good about our home record with that. We know there's going to be the tough games on the West Coast, but you know, taking care of home, bringing it back to the 90s, that fortress also. And if a team takes a dub from us at MSG, we better damn make sure that they went through a battle, and it was a battle at that. Yep. RJ 50% from 3 in the first 4 games. Facts, right? Appreciate that stat, and that's just incredible. That just highlights how successful, the preseason's been for Brunson and RJ in that order, and Mitch and Julius as well, fam. Yep, unbelievable. 50% from 3. He's stepping up big. E. Gibson, in my opinion, and being more aggressive too, which helps us. Yep, no doubt. I'd like to see RJ get more volume of shots and IQ take less shots and work on passing in the second unit. Yep, great points, Kaiser, too. Um, there was some talk with the bench unit floundering. We need a calming presence. RJ could get more reps on the ball. You know, the Tibbs staggers the lineups. Maybe RJ can play more playmaking role on the bench. And taking over for stretches. As well. I like that. I like that point. Yep. IQ was never a fit at point. I'm starting to definitely agree with that right now. Um, his role is a score first shooting two guard off the bench right now. And I'm certainly not saying he can't play the point in terms of for stretches, but what I'm really trying to say is he ready? Is he ready to run an offense, to be that number one position and run an offense off the bench? He's not ready to do that right now. But I'm just seeing a guy that's looking at the cup basically. Um, Now Derrick Rose playing that role and then quickly next to him, that looks good. That's when those two function, and the bench looks the best with that. Quiet money on the money. CT, I told everyone that Action Brunson was the real deal. A lot of fans were saying that he was overpaid. I'm more than sure that take will not age well. Right. Absolutely on the money. Facts. Yeah. Talking about overpaid, I never bought into that either. Because like I said, once the playoffs happened, that was the sealer for me. Yep. He did everything he needed to do with that. The preseason making me real happy that Ainge didn't take RJ like he should have. Yep. Facts dirty. Yep. Absolutely, fam. Yep. And I'll always believe that Ainge didn't take the Knicks deal because of some other factors. That deal was crazy that he declined the reported deal of RJ, Quickly, Obi, and picks as well. Um, yeah, let's hope he comes to regret that, fam. Yeah, great point. Yeah, some wanted us to draft Mitchell Robinson's replacement. Laugh my A off. Yeah, Jalen Duran is one of those names, fam. Yep, yep. Incredible, right, in hindsight now, how good Mitch is looking. It's just nice to see this thing play out, man. Absolutely, Knicks Nation's buzzing, 3-1 preseason, but it was more about what kind of boxes were ticked. You know, all of us, we were chomping at the bit to see some regular action, and it's hard to believe that 4 games have gone by like that quickly. And this team, the starting unit has really, really, really impressed everyone with that. From Julius's bounce back, his buy-in, Mitchell Robinson's ascendancy, Jalen Brunson's impact, um, RJ Barrett's growth, yeah, and all of those things have all come together. The wing spot is that one, to look out for, I guess. But I do think Fournier is going to start. Let's see how he looks, how quickly, you know, if Tibbs changes that or whether he sticks with it. It's going to be up to Fournier. I think it's going to be up to Grimes to force the issue, or Fournier, in terms of the fit. And props because Tibbs did say the shooting complements that starting unit, and I can't agree any more than that. Um, the way the defense has to key in on Brunson, the way they've got to key in on Randall and RJ and Mitch at the rim, that's going to leave that fifth guy, Evan Fournier, more open. If you think about it, he could break the 3-point shooting record again if he's getting those kind of open looks. I think, right? It's just going to be nice to see. Um, with IQ at shooting guard, we functionally have 2-point guards on the court, which is a good thing. Yeah, definitely. If Quick's moving the rock a lot more. Yep, yep, definitely. To me, it was trade Randall for Westbrook and cut Westbrook so Obi can play. Yep, okay. That was the move Nick Yak wanted. Is that true with that situation? Yeah. In terms of the start of the preseason, there was a lot of talk about what should we do with Randall right now. I think that for me, it's calmed down a lot more, but it's certainly not a sure thing that Randall's going to stick around long term. But if we're seeing this kind of Randall, then I'm okay with seeing where this season can go because you're repairing his value. we're winning games ideally. Um, as long as he adjusts to that new role, I'm cool with it. Yeah. Quiet. RJ is definitely winning me over. Less is more for RJ. He needs pace and space to set his feet on the open J shot and focus while taking his free throws. Yep. Nice, quiet. Yep. Um, I'm more of a believer as well in terms of his role moving forward. Yep. I think the off season did it for me. The buzz, the extension, he's come in ready. I think, yep. The shooting's definitely taken a big jump, right? 50% from three. Um, we talk about it all day, every day. RJ's swing skill is the shooting. We know he can get to the cup as well. So yeah, shout outs to the man that got the extension. Yeah. Tricks is not hindsight. I was saying it back then. That's when I was getting a lot of heated arguments about Mitch. Okay. Yeah, I was losing it for the blasphemy. I thought Mitch was elite back then. Yeah. Yeah, he was elite at the certain things. I guess a lot of fans too had question marks around his other parts of his game as well. Yeah, fans that didn't want to re-sign Mitch also were worried about his health, I think, as well. Yep. Worried about his health. But definitely Mitch has come back and showing these doubters that, they were stupid, Basically, he's everything we need in a starting five, for right now for what he's doing. Yeah. Winning solves all. Rotations, like New Yorker says, right? Yeah. Dude's just balling out. And it's definitely a welcome sight because we've not seen this in the past, that's for sure. When Knicks players get the bag and they actually come back better, I mean, shout outs to that. Talking about the Eddie Currys and the like, Jerome Jameses of the world. For Mitch and RJ to get the bag and to actually come back better players than what they were, I mean, shout out. That's definitely something we haven't had in the past. That's for sure. You know, I think they should try playing Obi and Randall side by side. We don't have a three. RJ forced to play out of position. Either that, or we should trade for a small forward. That that could be the long term move. I think Kaiser definitely. I think right now they're biding time with that situation. Obi Randall, maybe we could do it for one more year at most, maybe half a year more. I think definitely where we are in the record, in the standings and the trade deadline will dictate, I think, what the move is with Randall, Obi as well. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you. In the meantime, we definitely need to play those two side by side more, I think. And it only means dudes get more rest as well, I feel. Um, you know, I wanna see Tibbs give Randall more rest as well. Um, if the Knicks are up by 8 points, 12 points, with 5 minutes left, just let Obi close the game out. Keep Randall fresh. RJ can still get better, but I see his scoring stepping up. He will average over 20. His consistency will be key. Yep, definitely, fam. The shooting, the consistency, yep, the playmaking, all of that. Yep, absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of this too, fam. Kai's a scam ready. Is a fraud. Oh man, definitely some more critiques coming out for Cam. Um, it's just yeah, I was high on the trade, when it happened, but it just comes down to fit right now, man. I, the sad thing is I actually think Svi Mikhailuk, and I can say this openly, I think Svi Mikhailuk is actually a better fit for this team than Cam. Right, he can play off the ball. Yeah, and I think the front office thinks the same. I think he's an emergency signing, a backup for that wing spot. Well, that's why they gave Svi Mikhailuk that roster spot. I feel. Well, they know that he can shoot. He can defend and he can play that wing spot without the ball. You know. Um, but yeah, with that said, we got to talk more about the bench tonight because it's been a great part of the beginning of the show, giving these starters their flowers. But um, what has been a crazy turn of events has been that this starting unit has become last year's bench, and the bench has struggled for 2 games running now. Um, the biggest issue, in order of my personal opinion, is Derrick Rose actually at the top. Not Derrick Rose's play, but Derrick Rose's age and Derrick Rose's health. His age and his health. We cannot rely on Derrick Rose this season every game to run the unit off the bench, right? And what I'm concerned about is if Derrick Rose goes down, who's running that point off the bench? I like the possibility of RJ getting more reps with the bench, running some offense there. I like that idea. I'm not convinced Emmanuel Quickly can run an offense off the bench for 23 minutes a night. Um, we're seeing the bench now give up leads, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see Emmanuel Quickly move the ball, and get dude shots. Um, what I have liked is the Hartenstein wrinkle as well. The the pinch post, the bounce pass, the backdoor cuts with Hartenstein. I like that. So that looks to be a go-to move we could utilize off the bench more. We need to see more of that. Yep. Dirty Dancer agrees. Yeah, bench was rough last 2 games, no doubt, fam, no doubt. Um, yeah, it's preseason as well, so I hope they can shake off the funk. But it's definitely the point guard play. That's what it's been for me. Obi's been solid, doing what he does, leaking out, getting shots in transition, buckets. I like Sims, D coming off the bench. I think Hartenstein's been okay. He's stretched the floor a little. His passing's been nice. His defense been okay, protecting the rim. Um, but yeah, McBride hasn't impressed me running an offense. Defensively, McBride's given us what he's given us. I like his D, but I don't like McBride running an offense. It's east and west. Nobody can get north and south outside of Brunson and RJ, and Derrick Rose occasionally now. But yeah, my point is Derrick Rose has lost a step, right? I'm not looking for Derrick Rose of 2 years ago. I mean, the man's comes off multiple surgeries now. He's 34 years old, right? I'm just trying to keep this thing realistic, right? There's going to be games missed for Derrick Rose, and Emmanuel Quickly got to step up, right? Emmanuel Quickly got to step up. Otherwise, Deuce is going to get a shot. Um, Maybe Grimes can run some point off the bench. I'm just throwing ideas out there. RJ running some action as well. Um, Ryan Archidiakono, I think he's solidified to get a roster spot with this piece. I think definitely with that. So yeah, bench is concerning mainly from the point guard, perspective. Um, but Obes tonight, 18 minutes, was 3 of 9, missed three threes as well. So his 3-point shooting is up and down, but he gives you energy. He leaks out, gets you easy buckets. 2 assists, 4 rebounds, was a -9, 6 points for Obi. Got to give Obi a C tonight. Obi gets a C, C plus. Um, Reddish, Reddish gets a D minus for Reddish. Yeah, Hartenstein, 17 minutes, 2 of 7, missed threes. Um, 3 offensive rebounds. I like 8 rebounds total as well. Hartenstein gave us 1 assist, -9, 4 points. I'll give Hartenstein a C. And D Rose, 14 minutes only. Again, keeping his minutes low. I think they know what's up with his health with that situation, right? It's critical keeping D Rose minutes down. And with him, 1 of 5, 0 of 2, he just doesn't look like the same D Rose from 2 years ago. He's lost a step. 34, that'll do that to you. But D Rose tonight didn't do too much. Got to give him a C plus. McBride's defense has been solid, well, but incomplete. Quickly tonight again, 20 minutes, was inefficient again. Um, in terms of assists, 3 assists. Okay, -14 though. That's 2 bad games in a row from Quick. So yeah, that's where my concerns are at, fam. Salute Maddox. What's good, fam? Let's get it. Jason says disposable, Cam. That I think I think we just need to bite the bullet, and we lost an asset in that situation, right? I don't know what we can get back for Cam right now. Yeah, he just we got to play him to bring his value up, and I just don't see that, man. I don't see that. Um, So yeah, quickly I'll give him a C minus for tonight. Two bad games from Quick, and I'm questioning his fit. Off the bench, I think Quick is a dude who needs to just look to to play his role, score, but also look for the open man. Man, you can't have that tunnel vision situation, right? So look for maybe Grimes and Archie Diakonu to get a shot as well if Rose is out. Well, but yeah, I'm just not confident in Derrick Rose over 82 games, and I'm not confident in Quickly's ability to run the offense as well. So we're seeing we're seeing an ugly trend of 2 games now, where the bench unit looks lost on offense. Right, East and West, stumbling, bumbling, not knowing what to do, shot clock going down, poor shot selection, all of that. And I also think Cam Reddish has had a part to play in that as well because he's not got any chemistry with any of these dudes, at all. Um, a bright spot though was Quentin Grimes getting an opportunity, finally getting healthy, getting his first action in preseason in 16 minutes. Well, 0 of 2 and 0 of 2 from 3 as well. His shot's rusty. Obviously, he needs reps, he needs rhythm, but was still a +6 as well. That's what I like to see. That's the difference between a dude who, if his shot's not falling, helps you win still. So Quentin Grimes, a two-way player with that positionally knows where to be and is rarely out of position. Can hold penetration up. So yeah, salute. It's good to see Quentin Grimes back healthy, +6 in the box score. Um, he will get a chance to start on this team at some point this season. I think he will start off the bench opening night, but I just want to see Quentin Grimes healthy, you know, and build up from there, fam. Yep. Dirty says we can get a top 58 protected second for a Cam right now. Right. Spitting facts there. Right. Probably a buyout situation, man, at the deadline with that. Maybe a salary filler at the deadline. Fam, I'm just keeping it a buck. Um, One thing I will say though, there's no rush to trade Cam right now. All those people that say trade him right now, that's just silly because we got nothing to gain by trading him right now. Keep him on the roster, see if there's an injury or two, and then we need him. If we don't need him by the trade deadline, then cut ties, but keep him around just to see if something happens. I don't think there's any need to trade him right now. I don't think his value from where it is now is going to get much lower or better. And with that, I just don't see that one, changing, too much. Hartenstein turning the ball over, passing to a point guard. He's trying too hard. Yeah. With that, I think chemistry and reps will help Donald with that. Hartenstein still, fitting in with this team, but yeah, I do want to see him shoot better. I was really high on his ability to shoot, and I really hope that that comes through this season. Because the bench is going to need that. I think, yeah, and I want to see Obi shoot more consistently as well. Grimes was rusty. I forgive him. Right? Tariq, absolutely agree with that. Yeah. There's no way I'm, rating Grimes' first game. Definitively it was the first game in off injury, and he is going to improve, no doubt. Right. I'm looking for the intangibles with Grimes. And like I said, he was the only bench player in the plus in 16 minutes as well. So, and he did play most of his minutes with with the bench unit. So yeah, you know, playing with some starters as well to get that familiarity with that. So yeah, I'm really high on Grimes. He can defend both ways. He's invaluable to this team, and he will be invaluable to guarding the best wings. We can't just rely on RJ. Each and every night. We just can't. How many threes you want Hartenstein taken each night? They've been clanking. Yeah, facts, right? Um, Look, 2, probably 2, 3 most, man. If he shoots 3 and he hits 1 or he hits 2 some nights, keep shooting at 3. But, yeah, certainly, fam, we need to see more consistency first, with that. I like him more in the pinch post, bounce passes, backdoor cuts, that kind of thing, setting screens. That I think Hartenstein's play in the pick and roll as well will really help this team. Yeah, fam, right? But yeah, man, it was overall positive preseason, man. The Knicks showed out tonight, blew the Wizards out without a KP. Well, not that he would have made that much difference, but yeah, more positives than negatives, which has been great this preseason. The starting unit looks nice. 4 out of the 5 looks ready for opening night. I'm juiced for it. I'm hyped. I know you guys are too, right? Salute to the chat. Streets are buzzing. Smash that like button, and we're going to continue to rock out. It's going to be a great season. I predict 45 wins. Well, it's just great to not have too many concerns over the starting unit now. It's the bench unit, the health of D Rose, and the erratic play of IQ. Um, and the thing is, it's a theme with IQ, right? He's shown amazing highs, but he's shown amazing lows. He is the epitome of inconsistent. I think he's Quickly, right? He gives you great games and then he gives you really bad games as well. I just want to see that level out more and just be a more consistent IQ. I mean, 9 to 11 points, 4 assists, just playing under control kind of thing, fam, right? Yep. The Cam Hive, yeah, still holding on, fam, to that talent. Um, I like the trade when it happened. Well, but yeah, things just make a lot more sense now with that situation. Chat, fam, Tariq. Um, just yeah, Tom Thibodeau sort of knew, I guess, all along, which is why he didn't want the deal about the fit situation. A lot of dudes that need the ball, right? A lot of people, yeah, were talking about Hartenstein was Jokic part two. Man, mans have been humbled a little with that take. Um, yeah, definitely. I think he was a bargain signing with that, but yeah, we can't expect him to be any version of a starting kind of player at the moment with that. But yeah, um, overall, I want to talk about offensively and defensively this team. Defensively, the solid thing about this preseason is I haven't got too many concerns. Nothing like last season anyway with Kemba. Brunson, like I said, he can stay in front of his man. He can be okay. I think Fournier will eventually, lose his spot to Grimes, so the defense will only improve. RJ is an improved defender as well. So yeah, I think defensively, my prediction of above league average, plus 15, plus 12, hopefully plus 10 defense is what we need, to help us win games. I think we can expect to see that. I think with hard work, with effort, with better schemes and practice, I think this team can be good defensively. We're not going to be great, but I think we can be good. Now, offensively, a lot of talk about the dribble handoffs. The offense looking the same as last season, nothing new kind of situation. I think it's all to do with Jalen Brunson, right? He's our engine out here to keep this thing going. If Brunson's keeping his dribble alive and he's getting penetration, he's dishing, swishing, our offense is going to look like a Ferrari with this situation, right? Once Brunson gets stymied and we can't really get penetration, there's big wings in our way, big trees. I think we're going to need a good shooting night. That situation we're going to see maybe a bit of zone this season. The ugly zone might come back, and that's going to play a huge factor in our offense. With this situation, right? And question is, what happens to Svi? Does he have any chance? His shot looks like money. Yeah, yeah. Look, he'll be like I said, the 11th, 12th, 13th guy, fam, if there's an injury, he'll get a chance. Yep, he'll get a chance. He's a veteran. He shoots. He can defend okay, but not big minutes. Maybe, he plays 10 to 12, 15 minutes off the bench, in that role if there's an injury. But yeah, he will be a veteran that we will keep around, I think. Yep. Kaiser, I predict that the Knicks make an in-season trade to try to reach the playoffs. Yep. Yep. I'm in the same mindset, fam. Yep. That played a part into my 45 wins too. I think the Knicks are all in for the playoffs, fam. There's going to be a lot of teams, go south, I think, to tank. And I think, yeah, the Knicks can definitely, finish the season real hot. Like, I mean, real hot. I'm talking about finishing real hot, and especially if they make a good trade with that situation. Yep, absolutely. Any minutes that could go to Svi should go to Deuce. Dirty Dancer. Yep. I think Deuce will definitely be in consideration to get minutes, fam. Um, I think it depends what position and kind of what size they need. But yeah, Deuce's shot just don't look great at the moment. Defensively, he looked good, but running the team and the shot, that's his swing skill, fam. Yep. But yeah, to put it simply, Svi is situational. Deuce is situational, right? Um, Cam's going to be situational, right? I think we know our 10-man rotation now, right? We all know it, fam. And that is Brunson, Fournier, RJ, Randall, Mitch. And that's Derrick Rose, IQ, Grimes, Obi, and Hartenstein with that. Um, Maybe the guy who is most likely to see minutes of the situationals is Jericho Sims. I do think the big men could get injured more or foul trouble. I think Jericho could come in for 5 minutes a night. Um, I think the guards less likely. I think Deuce, Cam, those kind of guys, Svi are less likely to see situational minutes. But um, let's hope we keep it healthy, fam. Right? Yep. KP, it was a damn shame we didn't get to see him out there tonight, fam. Yep, that would have been good. But yeah, he's never healthy, fam. Yep. Glad we didn't have to give him a max deal. And basically, you know, we're dealing with some young players that can stay healthy with that situation. Yeah, so that's great. Um, yeah, don't miss KP at all with that situation, man. I'm loving Obi. I'm loving Mitch. Yeah, let's get it. IQ totally avoided passing Cam the ball in that second quarter. Agent in the house, definitely, fam. Yep. IQ got to improve on that. No doubts about it, fam. Yep. That's why he's not born to be that role. He has to learn to play that role. Quickly was born to be a scoring guard off the bench for that situation right now. He's learning. He has to learn, but he's not ready. He's not ready yet to do that regularly at an NBA level, I think. I think the Knicks should get Wiggins if the Warriors are trying to shed the salary. Send them Rose and Fournier, yeah, as expirings and probably some picks, fam, as well. Yeah. That could be interesting to see play out. They're about to give Jordan Poole the bag. Maybe let Draymond go, trade Draymond. Let's see. Yep. But no doubt, fam, Wiggins is going to be a name to look out for. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. There'll be a lot of players you're heading to the G League, right? Agent, Facts, yep, Deuce, included. Trevor Keels, it's crazy. He hasn't even getting spoken of, fam, right? He stunk it up in summer league. Trevor Keels was like the 40 something pick, man. He ain't got a lick of minutes at the moment. So yeah, man, Trevor Keels, Ferron Hunt, he's another name, that might slot in after Cam if Cam gets moved as well. So yeah, we'll see with that, fam. Yeah. IQ's tunnel vision was frustrating, right? Absolutely. But yeah, with that said, fam, we'll get ready to wrap this show up. But it's been a very, very great preseason with this situation, right? The starters have handled their biz, and I'm looking forward to opening night to show what we can do, fam. It's going to be tough on the road. But Jalen Brunson, RJ, Mitch, Randall, they're ready for this situation, right? Um, Tom Thibodeau, shout outs again, keeping the minutes down low. Well, it was a nice cruisy victory. We didn't have to play the starters all the way till the whistle, which was great to see. But yeah, overall, my biggest takeaway was Jalen Brunson and RJ this preseason, right? RJ taking a step and Brunson being the real deal with that, right? The real deal, worth every penny. Mitch worth every penny as well. And Randall's got right. Randall has heard the noise. He ain't, buying into what happened last season, right? He wants to rectify that, what looks like as well. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to the whole Knicks squad as well. It's going to be a fun season. Look for 45 wins is my prediction. I ain't changing that. I'll stick with it. And there'll be ups, there'll be downs as well. Like I said, the offense will be relying on Brunson getting penetration, kicking it out, and then we'll have smooth ball movement. Defensively, we've got to stay in good position, stay out of foul trouble as well. Don't do those stupid fouls as well. Tom Thibodeau calling timeouts too at the right times, which he's doing. I'm loving that. Yeah, and we're in business. We're going to be in a lot of games, fam, each and every night. Yep, I cannot wait for this season. Rocking out. The streets will be buzzing as well. Smash that like button as well. Appreciate you all for rocking out. And yeah, we'll shout everyone out on the outro as well. But yeah, this is Nick's Buzz. You already know what it is. Yeah, we'll continue to rock out all season long as well. More guests, shows, panels. You already know what it is as well. It's going to be fun. Yep, looking forward to it. And I will be getting it. Absolutely, fam. You already know. And I'll catch you on the next one.